This is a message to you. A message to you.
I am Pedro Serrano. I am in New Jersey. I am the state's resident Puerto Rican homosexual skinhead, and I've been doing radio since 90, 91, something like that. So I'm Pedro Serrano, and this is Click Radio, which you probably know because it's an internet radio show. You have to be aware of that if you're listening in. So I'm here every Sunday from 2 to 4 p.m. Hope you're digging it. And I got some really, as well as this show I can pretty much do whatever I want. This is pure unadulterated Pedro that you get to hear. And but I also do other radio. I do like gay radio for WRSU, a gay community affairs show. So I'm intermittently gay. I'm not gay. I'm just a homosexual right now. But Tuesday from 2 to 4 p.m. I'm gay. There's too much work to being gay. There's too much work. There are all these meetings to go to when you're gay. There's all this furniture you got to buy. The designer clothes you need to keep up with, designer drugs, Lord, that's just the most ridiculous thing. What else? The music just really doesn't do that much for me, for the most part. I'm sorry, I'm just not gonna lie. But yeah, there's homosexual, homosexual, 5 syllables, it sounds important. Most of my time is spent in New Brunswick. I have my radio show at WRSU, I have this gig at an internet radio station. And then I have to go to my mom's place and water the plants. That's the job, really. That's the main job, watering the plants. New York Underground Comedy Festival, October 3rd, 2008 in NYC and beyond. I need to give this a shot. That's the subject line I wrote for this. If you're working regularly and are comfortable with longer sets, not working regularly, but exceedingly comfortable with longer sets, you should consider submitting to the professional. I'll be an amateur. Comedy today is, hi, my name is Laugh, and so I was walking down the street and laugh, and muffins, they're really big today, laugh, but they're really small too at the same time, laugh, and it's just like, that's, I can't stand, what comedy is. Because it really should be about the material, it really should be about the, because the problem is I don't see myself as a comic. I use the term spoken word artist because I'm in the punk rock scene and that's what people do. There are no punk rock comedians. It's called spoken word. Usually there is a message underneath it all. That's more serious or, for lack of a better word, political. Like I grew up with Lenny Bruce. I remember listening to that. And he told stories. These people told stories and they were really hilarious. And that's what I do. And that's what I do because I'm old. I remember talking to this one guy who was around my age, who's gay, and I remember him saying one day that he was tired of straight people. And I was like, why are you tired of straight people? And he said, I'm tired of explaining myself. I'm like, dude, everybody explains themselves on some level, in some way. Being gay in a predominantly heterosexual world, I can see how, I totally understand that. There's this attitude I've heard repeatedly among progressive queers is that, I'm not here to educate you about trans issues. I'm not here to educate. Yes, you are. You are. Sorry, you are. It's thinking about the attitude. Everybody's basically you're saying is, I don't like being a teacher. Like, what's wrong with being a teacher? That's like the most important job on the planet. The history of the skinhead subculture begins in Jamaica in 1959, when I think that's when they got independence from Britain, and there was a cultural kind of explosion, a self-identity, and it began with a style of music. One version of it was a style of music called ska, and in Britain, where there were a lot of Jamaican immigrants living, they would go to dance halls and they would dance and listen to ska and reggae. Ska became rock steady, and then it became reggae. And the white working class kids saw that, and they began to imitate it, developing their own style, and that's what Skinhead came out of. Skinhead came out of black Jamaican culture. So back in the late 60s, early 70s, you had black and white skinheads in Britain. The white supremacist aspect came about in the late 70s. There was a skinhead resurgence, and that's how skinhead and punk rock got linked. In the United States, Geraldo Rivera, pretty much like, set the standard for what skinhead is perceived as in the United States. Which I don't particularly care. People see me walking down the street and they assume I'm a Nazi. There's nothing I can do about it. Basically, the whole thing is for me to just get the experience of submitting to things like this and just get that under my belt. And for me, the thing is just success is not getting my sitcom or like being or even getting chosen. If I am chosen, then there's another goal, which is knocking them dead and making them realize what a genius I am. So I'm Pedro Angel Serrano. Welcome to Pedro's Nude Potluck. And of course, being unclothed is completely voluntary. Nobody has to get And I made a distinction with it being nude instead of a naked potluck. Naked is an attitude. Nude is like how you are, and sometimes they come together beautifully. When you come nude and naked. So, okay. Gay kids today, I do not understand what's happened with the kids today. It's like weirding me out. I had a MySpace profile, and I get this gay kid, this like 18, 19-year-old gay kid, like telling me like how hot I am and asking me about, the size of, the equipment and all that stuff. And I was like, whoa, whoa, whoa. And one day he posts on the MySpace, he posts, ask me 5 questions and I will answer. Any 5 questions and I will answer. So I asked him 5 questions. These are not very original questions. I concede that. These are not, but these are the 5 questions I asked. Who are you? What do you want? Where are you going?
With this.
Who or what do you serve? And who do you trust?
Yeah!
It's about finding out who you are and doing all the mistakes you make on purpose. That's basically what it is. And hold on.
Yeah!
I'm just, all right, it appears like I'm getting nude, but actually I'm just getting more naked. I'm also sweating a lot. All right, I think I've finally been able to come up with one answer out of those 5 really unimaginative questions. And it's the first one, who are you? Who are you? This is where I get naked, right? Who are you? I am someone who wants to help. That's it. Thanks for your time. There'll be more. So somebody.